Hello and welcome to the Cobb Bros podcast. It's been a while.
Yeah.
How was y'all's Thanksgiving? I like turkey. You like turkey?
I fucking love
Good
ham.
food, good football.
I had turkey like 7-8 days in a row.
Yeah, no kidding.
My mother, she made a mistake. She unfroze her turkeys too soon, so we had to cook them.
Oh shoot!
Gave them to people at work, and then we went out and we had to buy 2 more turkeys. We had 4 turkeys in our fridge at one point.
4 turkeys?
Yeah. Oh, dude, no. Winco had them for cheap. They were like $12 a turkey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
they
bad.
were nice. Well, because she went to Save Mart and they were like $60.
I heard
No.
Costco was. You told me Costco was cheap, but yeah,
Costco's
we got
cheap.
ours at Winco as well.
Man, turkey prices are just outrageous. I'll tell you what.
And yeah, and then
Hey,
I did.
football was good that day.
Woo, there were some good
yeah.
games.
That was a hot day, bro.
That
What?
Yeah, George Kittle
that
played.
Cowboys Giants game was
No.
the most watched regular season game of all time.
Really?
That
Yes.
shit was cool. I remember.
Wow.
Because both teams were 7-3 walking into the game, so they were.
Right, right. That was big stakes. I
Everyone,
forgot.
everyone wonders why the Cowboys get primetime games all the time. They draw numbers.
Yeah.
That's
I mean-
the plain and simple.
Fuck the Cowboys still.
But that Vikings and Patriots game, right?
Oh my
That was
God.
that was the game of the night.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
The score was tied up 6 times. The first 12 times it was scored, it
Every
either
time-
took the lead or tied the score.
Every
The first
oth-
12 scores.
Every other score was to tie the game.
it was
Yeah.
a fucking shootout, dude. It was incredible.
Vikings ran away with it off of that bogus touchdown catch that was called back.
Yeah.
Hunter Henry, their tight end, caught it, pulled it over the line, and then he got Jesse James.
Yeah.
There was a tight end for the Steelers. Same thing happened to him, where he catches it. You put it over the line, and then when your hand hits the ground, you bobble it a little bit, and the refs rule it
You're
incomplete.
not holding it.
Yeah.
It's incomplete.
Yeah.
What is a
You
catch?
have to survive the ground.
Yes, but now but they changed the rule like 2 years ago, where if it's either you survive the ground or you have to make a football move. So it's up to the refs to determine what a football move is.
Yeah, how do I say, what the fuck is a
Yes,
football?
you have to.
Like
put-
if you
up
reach
to
your
them.
hand over and it goes back or something.
it's up to the referee to determine if the player made a football maneuver.
What?
That is
Before he
true.
leaves.
that probably means
Yes.
like as they're going down, like when they reach their hand out over the goal.
Yeah.
So that it's not them losing control of their arm or
But
something.
that's what happened to Hunter Henry, and they still called it back.
Yeah, that's wild.
And they kicked a field goal instead, and they didn't score after that.
That's a legal rule. Like, they couldn't define it.
Football move.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, when you take it into individuals' perceptions, it's not a good way of doing it.
No.
Because everybody's going to see it differently, and the point of having a rule is it's a set standard. Like, hey, if you do this, this is the result. This
Yep.
is what happens.
They
you know?
were, oh man, there was a referee crew. It was the guys that called the Raiders-Bengals playoff game last year.
Yeah.
They were sidelined the rest of the playoffs because they called our game so bad.
Wow.
Because of that errant whistle in the second quarter. I don't know if you remember that, but that was a big deal. That
Yeah.
was a big fucking deal. And then earlier this year, the Bucks and the Falcons
Briefly.
played, and Tom Brady got a bogus roughing the passer penalty. And it was the same crew, and they were sidelined for one more week.
Oh, jeez.
And it's like, yeah, I'm glad we're just letting teams lose games because of it, but whatever.
Fuck the rules. Am I right,
Yeah, because the
fellas?
Falcons lost that game by only 6.
We only won that game last week because of them fucking up that fumble call.
They fucked up a lot of things. There
There were 2 big
There-
calls right at the end of that game in the
Yeah.
Raiders' favor, though.
That's true. But did you see the clips that somebody posted before the very first play of the game? Derek Carr threw a pick, and
Yeah.
when the player ran it back, there was a player that ran off of the Seahawks bench onto the field
Yeah.
to celebrate. Didn't realize the play was still going live, and he was running downfield throwing blocks.
Are you fucking kidding
By
me?
rule, a player that's not in the rule of play touching somebody that is an ejection. So it was,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it was just a missed call that they didn't see the guy run onto the
He
field.
fucking dodged a bullet,
He did.
though.
I mean, he wasn't.
I mean,
he didn't really help a lot because the player was getting pushed out of bounds already, pretty much, because there was already a bunch of
still
Raiders
touched
right there.
them.
But he
Right.
still went on and threw out a couple blocks.
What? the
Yeah,
That's wild.
Oscar,
That's pretty
tap
funny.
your mic. Okay.
yeah, he's coming in.
No, it's just the way that it sounded.
I
and I was
know.
like, is
For me, it doesn't sound like I can hear
it
myself.
sounds like you're away. Yeah.
Flipping
very-
awful. I can't hear almost anything Oscar is saying.
Interesting.
Is that the bad chord?
Yeah.
We confirmed it.
Oh,
There we go.
Yeah.
World Cup's going on. Yeah, if the cord's dead, we don't need
No,
it.
World Cup. I've not been keeping up with World Cup.
Me
at all.
neither. U.S. lost today, by the way.
Strip it for the copper.
Yeah, we don't care about soccer for 4 more years.
Holy
We'll see you guys in 4 years.
See you guys.
Oh, we lost.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
lost to the Netherlands.
Iran was
To the
fucking
Netherlands.
pissed, though.
Dude, did
Yeah.
you see that?
Raiders.
There was a dude
The
celebrating. in
U.S.
the
never
street.
does good in the World Cup, though. Like,
No, historically, no.
No.
But we've never lost to England, ever.
I
That's
saw.
nice.
I saw a
Ever.
headline that some dude was celebrating U.S.'s victory in Iran like by honking his horn when he found out about it, and some of the police force there just fucking shot him.
Yeah, I saw that article.
What?
That was wild.
He was listening to the radio in his car while the game was going on. He started honking his horn and celebrating when they won, so they just fucking shot him.
I heard there
I ran.
a little bit more background in that. There was some protests going around the city, so the tensions were already high all over town.
Yeah.
And he was just wrong
Dude.
place, wrong time.
I don't know what gave FIFA the idea to put the World Cup in Qatar.
Money.
I mean, yeah,
At the end of the day,
Lots of
that's
money.
Money.
It's ridiculous.
Money.
It's just such a hot spot for
Yep.
just controversy.
It's good for the people of the country because it's like more of
Yeah.
an impoverished nation, and it'll definitely bring in money.
Oh, it's only
But-
benefiting the rich government.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
they're
that's the
gonna
downfall.
barely see anything of it.
The people will not see any dime of what they brought in.
Yeah.
It's going to go to the
No,
oligarchs.
they won't get shit.
Yeah.
Somebody's gonna get a brand new vehicle, or the Burj Khalifa is gonna get another fucking 3 floors.
Oh, they're going to build another stadium and bribe somebody else to come host something there.
The
Football.
Olympics.
And they're gonna bring the NFL in.
The Olympics will not be in Qatar. And if I'm wrong, oops.
Yeah.
The Winter Olympics in Qatar.
Absolutely.
Oh
not.
my
That
God.
sounds miserable.
It's just sand instead of snow.
It's all just sand events.
You know something
Sand
interesting?
skiing, sand
They had
boarding.
it, they actually jumped through a lot of hoops because the World Cup's supposed to happen in the summer, but it gets so fucking hot in Qatar in the summer that it's happening right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why it's going on right now because it should have happened months and months ago.
They would have been burning alive
Yeah,
out there.
they don't. Yeah, 110 degrees and you got everybody running around. That would have been a disaster.
I saw a new type of artificial snow that was just
Cheese.
like plastic. It's
Parmesan.
it's like
Mozzarella.
plastic cylinders that are like 6 inches tall, and the idea is that your snowboard just kind of floats on top of that, and it
That's wicked.
simulates snow.
Okay.
It's really
Oh,
interesting.
they're rollers.
Yes,
They're they're probably Teflon or something of that nature. But they've been using stuff like that for years. You know, like the big brushes that they use in some of the car washes, the big blue ones.
Yeah.
They use super small versions of those to make like surf simulators and stuff like that.
Oh, word. Okay.
And like
okay.
the long jump skiing guys and stuff like that, they practice on AstroTurf ramps during the summer.
Right.
It's just
Right.
green AstroTurf on a super steep ramp, and they do long jumps all summer long.
That just kind of seemed bizarre to me, you know?
Yeah.
That was wild.
I prefer my
Yeah.
AstroTurf.
Yeah.
Good
Snowboard
old
and
party.
Astro.
There's actually a couple of indoor snowboarding parks that are open year round too.
Yeah, fucking A.
We should.
I've never been snowboarding, so
It's.
I probably.
I've
try
never
that.
been. My dad always tells me I should go skiing because he's.
Y'all need to come up here and go snowboarding.
French fry.
Yeah, we need to do snowboarding.
We
I
just
think
got-
it'd be
yeah.
fun.
We got the new rink that opened up here in town as well. They just built that
Yeah.
huge one downtown.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep. We have
Yeah.
an indoor ice rink. We have a hockey team now, the Reno Ice Raiders.
Yeah, I was just gonna.
Raiders.
Yeah, they
Raiders.
so
Sorry.
they live stream every time they play a game here
Oh,
in town.
hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I tuned in last night and it ended 13-4. We won.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
What is
okay,
it with
boys.
Nevada and having good hockey
I was about to say,
teams?
imagine allowing that to happen.
No
Right?
shit.
13 on you. And I was
That's a
looking,
lot of points
Yeah,
for
that's
a
like-
hockey game.
Yeah.
Usually a team's like seasons total.
I went and checked because they were talking on the broadcast. They're like, this reminds me of that Kraken Kings game that happened this week. And I was like, oh, what happened at the Kraken Kings game?
Kraken Kings.
The game ended in overtime 9-8.
Wow.
A hockey game with 17 goals scored.
Wow.
Yeah, the defenses
Wow.
didn't show up, period. They probably had a mannequin out there in the fucking
Period.
nets. It's bad when you let a team score 5 goals on you.
Yeah.
8, each team allowed 8.
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
Hella. And the Kraken won.
What the fuck?
Poor Kings.
Wow.
Those are the
Jeez.
bad Kings. We talk about the good Kings, the sack Kings.
So, out of curiosity, does that work the same way baseball works? As in, we have our aces and they play practice for for professional teams.
So the way that the Aces are a minor league team, so
Right.
basically a big major league team owns them,
Oh, okay.
and then
okay.
basically players that they want to develop or they just want to scout talent, they just
Right.
push into the minor leagues.
for
Like
sure.
tryouts, professional tryouts.
So the Diamondbacks own the Aces. So if the
Oh,
Diamondbacks
okay.
go, they have a bubble
Wait.
player that's not really playing and they want to develop him, they'll send him to the Aces and he'll
Yep.
play here and they'll evaluate his talent and see what he's doing.
I remember that now.
I'm
So,
I'm
is our hockey team then completely independent?
Yeah, it's just a league.
Okay,
It's
for
not.
sure.
We're not
cool,
signed.
though.
Wait, could we have a Cobb Bros hockey team, bro?
If we had money.
Bro.
We got enough money,
Yeah, if the Reno Ice Raiders decide to bow out.
You can have anything you want if you got enough money. We could start an NFL team if we wanted to.
We'd have to have a lot.
You'd have to start 2 NFL teams.
Let's just buy
You'd
the
have to have a
Commanders
couple
and rename
billion.
them.
The Mazes and the Cobbs.
Well,
The Cobbs and the Brothers.
well, the rock band Kiss has their arena football team, the LA Kiss.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's fucking cool.
Like Kiss.
LA Kiss. Yeah, I'm an LA Kiss fan. Hell. Yeah, that's all the sports talk I got.
Fucking Reno. I didn't.
Go
hockey,
Atlanta
man.
Thrashers.
Atlanta Thrashers?
Yeah.
Is that another team?
It's a hockey team that would defunct like 20 years ago.
Oh, gee. Hey, they're still kicking. I don't know.
The Oilers.
They moved back. I think they're the Winnipeg Jets now. The Atlanta Thrashers.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, got a couple things here.
Yep.
So over this past week, a lot of weird, crazy shit has happened.
Yeah.
For instance, Iceland, had
Yeah.
its first quote unquote gang attack at a local club.
Whoa.
That like apparently it was on the owner, and there was like I want to say it was like 15 guys going up to just beat up this one dude, and it's all on the camera from this inside the club.
Wow.
But and they're all wearing masks and everything, but it's like their first like organized attack they've had in the country.
Wow. That's wild.
The first organized attack that got caught on video,
Yeah.
maybe, and the government didn't bury.
Right, that's why it was in quotes when I was reading the article.
Right.
But like,
First reported gang attack.
yeah, it was kind of crazy. I was like, oh shit. I mean, either way,
Yeah.
they've gone a plenty of time, a long time.
That's just like China saying they have COVID under control when they're just executing anybody that tests positive for it and covering it up.
I mean, we don't know that.
No, they
could
just
be.
shove them in front of a computer and have them play League all day.
It's
No, they're only allowed to play video games for an hour a day.
And I
get
think-
COVID.
COVID's gone.
not
Thank
because COVID. You want to thank the Icelandic people for stopping COVID from playing games?
Yeah, somebody go tell them that.
Oh, I'll fly right over.
Thank you.
Yeah? Yeah?
Cool,
Okay.
thank you.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. We love you, buddy.
Like the beam.
Next up here, I got you've a couple of people here have tried Monster Hunter, right?
No.
You haven't tried
Yes.
Monster Hunter?
No.
Yes.
I
Okay.
tried it.
I bought it. I have it.
We have.
I have all of them.
Yeah.
Good
Or
news.
lots of them.
It's a pretty fucking. It's a fun game. Like it's
Yeah.
you just gotta like sink fucking hours.
I've
into
never
it.
gotten anywhere in them because they're
Time
the
freaks.
weapon system just breaks my brain.
Yeah, I had to fucking look up like videos and tutorials just to even understand them. I barely know how to use a hammer.
It's stressful.
It's but
Yeah, I'm not Japanese enough for that.
No, fair. Yeah, okay. Thanks.
I mean,
Don't
no.
explain. Just leave it there.
yeah.
Yep. Perfect. Thank you.
Well, I mean, but the one I use is hammer. It's pretty fun. You
Okay.
just bonk the shit out of.
When we played, I used to use the bow. The big bow
Yeah.
that you could drag along the ground.
Yeah, I got
and
you
do
that
heavy shots.
achievement to
With
mount
an
a
arrow?
monster.
Yes, you did, and I
Yeah.
appreciate it. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
with an
couldn't
I
do that.
used the big bone sword.
It's a great sword, I think. It's just a giant.
With
It's like
bones.
twice the size of your body, but you can swing it around. And
I'll show you my great bone sword.
It's basically
Wow.
like Cloud Sword from Final Fantasy VII, but you swing it like a giant hammer.
Yeah,
Fair point.
and you just, that's like one of the, and Monster Hunter World. I think it's one of the strongest damage dealing weapons because you can crit and just do a hell of damage. But in any case, a game that came out for an next installment of it was called Monster Hunter Rise. And I, for the longest time, thought it was only be Switch only because I haven't heard anything from it since.
Mm-hmm.
But I was scrolling through the Game Pass section in the Xbox the other day. It's fucking coming to Xbox on Game Pass.
Next month.
And I shit a brick. I did not see it was coming.
It received a PC port this year, I think, or this
Did
year,
it?
last year. Yeah.
I figured it'd go to PC, but I didn't think it'd be coming to console. Monster Hunter World was the first one
Yep.
to come for Xbox.
I remember when it left. It was sad.
Yeah, and
Miles Morales just launched on Steam.
there you go. See, I love this. This era we're in. I mean, it sucks that the era we're in. This games cost $70, but the fact that we can play games that aren't like exclusive anymore for the most part.
They're coming to other platforms.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome because a lot of people have been playing Halo for the first time because of the Master Chief Collection
On PC, yeah.
on PC. Yeah, and people
It's
are
a big
just-
deal.
Yeah.
I had a buddy that never played through all the games, and he, downloaded them all on his PC.
Right.
He just bought a Series X, and now he's playing through 5 and Infinite.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
Siege is also on Game Pass now, and I also believe it is cross-platform.
What is
Which
it?
one?
Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah, it is
It's on
cross-platform
Game
now.
Pass.
I
Yeah.
jumped on it the other day.
Yeah.
and I honestly had fun. I went in just to like record, and I just I hopped into a casual lobby with a couple of randoms that happened to be talking, and they just made it fun. You
I
know,
saw you in a party and I was like, who the fuck are you?
That's the problem though. Is like casual Siege is all right,
It's
but
awesome.
Justin only wants to play ranked. God damn it!
yeah.
I'm over ranked.
See, I can only I'm with Cyrus on this one. I can only play that game casually anymore.
I mean, I got gold. That's all I needed.
Alright,
That's all, I got golden siege. I'm
I don't
happy.
remember the last time I got gold in the season. Like I know they give you the charms every time you do, and my last one is probably from like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I've made it platinum a couple of times.
Oh, that's impressive. I barely touched gold. I got gold because everyone else was doing well for 5 games straight.
Hell yeah.
That was my promotion series. It was great. I think it was Colton and a couple of you guys too.
Game Pass. I did read that list and I saw Monster Hunter Rise. Did you see the other games that are be adding? That are gonna be added?
That one Rick and Morty co-creator.
I on life.
High on Life.
It comes to 12.
That shit looks awesome.
That's
as
gonna
fuck.
be awesome.
I am
hilarious.
hyped as fuck for that one.
Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga is coming. So
Yay.
Wow.
Stop. Are you fucking kidding me? I
I'm
bought
not
it.
joking. Did you really?
Yeah, I bought it.
Oh, it's coming to Game Pass next week.
Well, which edition did you...
Hey, we just fixed that for you, bud.
I saved it.
Can we not break
I
everything?
didn't break it. I broke my phone, if anything.
Oscar threw his
Careful
mic.
of the
I
cord.
bought it. It was
Yeah.
$60.
Well, when it leaves Game Pass, you still have it, so that's
Did you
good
buy
on
the
you.
Yeah.
edition that comes with like all the...
No, I
extra
just got the
characters and
basic
stuff?
one.
Okay.
Because I just love Lego Star Wars. So
Uh,
you know, fuck it.
I thought I was helping,
Oh,
but anyways, they also announced
Dad.
the Hot Wheels game was coming on Tuesday,
Oh yeah,
and
no,
then
yes.
they backtracked and said no, it's not. It'll come
Sorry?
at some point, but we don't know when.
You know what?
And that was the one that I was excited for because I want to play some Hot Wheels.
$5 says it because they don't have the copyrights or the rights for the cars, the models they have in there. Not yet.
Well, the game's already out.
Oh,
It's just coming to Game Pass.
well then fuck.
Yeah. The Activision deal looks like it's going to get blocked for antitrust laws.
Yeah, dude, that's a
And-
lot of money and a lot of power.
There's a lot of reports that Sony and it's not Sony and Activision, Sony and Microsoft are meeting a lot behind closed doors because Microsoft is trying to assure Sony that they really do mean they're going to keep Call of Duty on PlayStation for years to come. You look at the success of MW2 and it's hard to turn down all the money that PlayStation is making the Call of Duty series.
Yeah.
So if Microsoft one day said, okay, it's going to be exclusive to Xboxes, will you actually pull all those people off of PlayStation?
Right.
No.
Right.
I think
they're already hard set on it.
some people that are already set on their PlayStations will just find something
They-
else to play.
They could pull that off at a
Mhm.
generation switch if Sony was going to do
Correct.
something where they're like, all right, this generation's not going to be backwards compatible.
Yep.
Microsoft could easily just go yoink.
Sony's very worried because they know that a lot of people play Call of Duty. And if you had, say you got 10 million PS4 users, PS5 users, and 3 million of them stop using PlayStation products because they're like, oh, well, I want to play Call of Duty. And either that means they get a PC or they buy an Xbox. With the Series
Microsoft
S
might
being-
cut a deal with them saying, hey, you can put PlayStation titles on the Xbox like Game Pass and we'll give you all ad revenue and profits from those.
If we see a PlayStation game on Game Pass, I'm going to lose my fucking mind. And
No
Persona.
shit.
yeah.
Persona.
Persona. That's not...
Persona was a PlayStation exclusive originally.
It was a PlayStation exclusive, but it wasn't made or published by Sony. But it is
Oh.
a PlayStation exclusive.
But
It's
that's
like
what
it's like
It
how
was
we
made
got,
and published by Atlas and Sega.
That's correct. Okay. It's like how we got Crash Bandicoot finally on Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
It took a minute, but it finally happened.
Or no,
No,
it's-
it was owned by Naughty Dog, but now Activision gave it to I think Toys for Bob
Oh, okay.
and whatever studio they work with.
It's fucking. It's good, man.
Communists.
We're getting like because there's some games I get to have a chance to play because I don't have a fucking PlayStation, and now here
Yep.
I am. I'm playing Persona 5 now. It's
Right.
a fucking great game. Try it out.
There's even a new SpongeBob game coming out next year.
The
The Cosmic Shake.
what?
Yep, it's a brand new SpongeBob game. It looks like, the type of game that you would play if it was like the SpongeBob movie, Battle for Bikini Bottom.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, like open world type.
Like an open world.
Platformer.
Yeah, just
Okay.
it looks like those type of
Okay.
games, but with some modern graphics.
yeah.
Yeah, they have a big $250 edition of the game, and it comes with the BFF watch that SpongeBob and Patrick wore in the mystery box
Oh,
episode.
you serious?
Ding.
Ding.
That's
Ring.
awesome.
Oh, it's actually Ring. I looked up the lyrics because there's a lyric page for that song.
Of course there is.
Wow.
Fucking Mandela effect.
Best friends forever. Ring.
Doesn't have the same ring to it. Doesn't.
Aha.
Bernstein.
Bernstein.
I'm not. We're not talking about this.
We're not gonna.
We're not gonna.
Is it Mandela? Or
Nelson
Mandela?
Mandela
Sorry.
died in prison. That's where it came from.
Wait, did he?
Yep.
No, that's what the whole Mandela effect came from, because a lot of people believe that he died when he was in prison, but he served his sentence and then became the president of whatever country that he lived in.
Oh, really?
There's also evidence of so like I saw this on it was like a reel or a Facebook thing the other day. But there is a big theory that actually has supporting evidence that Elvis Presley was actually still alive and possibly is still alive.
You'd be like,
Because right before his death, he was heavily involved with the U.S. government in talks and discussions about the mafia. And the mafia was actually after him to kill him. So they basically put him in protective custody, because after his funeral, there's video of him getting on a plane to Argentina. And a few years later, there's a video of him sitting on a couch in his house in Graceland.
Graceland.
Grace.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You guys remember seeing seeing that place in Zombies Land?
Grace.
Zombieland 2?
I haven't seen
I've
that.
seen the second one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've seen the first one.
Whoops.
I don't remember a lot about
Watch
it.
it.
Are you talking about the museum?
Yeah, I want
Yeah. That was a funny scene.
Yeah.
Is that where it's like
Yeah.
it takes place? Oh, okay.
That scene's pretty.
They run through it at some point.
Oh,
in
I
the
see.
movie.
But if like it, no, I've only seen the first one.
The second Zombieland is just as good as the first one. In my
That
opinion.
shit's... It's weird, and it's not too hard to put past a celebrity. Having been
if they
such
have money.
a high-stakes individual to
Yeah.
begin with, and if they were loosely tied to some criminal entity, then yeah, maybe.
It's one of
That's
those
fucking
who-
wild.
Yeah, but it's one of those who knows.
Yeah, of course.
Tupac is alive. We
What
know
happened to
this
Biggie and Tupac?
Yeah.
Yeah, Biggie's alive.
Exactly.
He was in the movie about himself. That had to be. How else would they
He
make
was
the
at
movie?
Coachella.
Yeah.
Dude, I was there. I wasn't.
God,
I wasn't.
videos still pop up for Tupac too. Like those have never stopped.
Did you guys watch Eric Andre stand up from like 2 years ago, where he was talking about where he
Yeah.
was at the Coachella,
Yeah.
with the hologram, and he took way too many. What did he say? He took acid.
I was thinking cocaine, so I can't
Something.
remember
I think
right.
he said he took acid. And he went to the bathroom and came back, and he's like, "And fucking Tupac's on the stage."
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was
something like
losing
that.
it. Oh man, can you imagine? Just like, I'm gonna go to use the bathroom. You come back and there's Tupac with Snoop
He's
Dogg.
alive. He's alive and well. I don't know why we're all denying it.
Yeah, come on. Yeah,
That special was outlandish. That man is wild.
he's
There's
funny.
supposed video of Michael Jackson walking out of the back of the coroner van that took him to the coroner's office when he was hauled out of his house dead.
Michael Jackson's alive. He was in iCarly.
iCarly.
Oh my god.
Oh my. Wait.
Yeah.
In iCarly or in iCarly?
Oh no.
He was
The I
in-
stands for in Carly.
Oh no! Oh my lord! It's time to stop.
Yeah. This is getting.
All right, so
This has been the end of Cobras.
what is that? What
So
is
the
that
eye
scary game
combos.
that's coming out? The
Callisto
Isolation?
Protocol?
No, yes, thank you.
That's already out. My brother
It
got it.
is out.
Last night or
Yeah,
yesterday.
I
My
stand
brother says that he's
corrected.
been playing it, and it's awesome, but very difficult.
I really, I've been watching YouTube videos from the devs, and they've been showcasing their efforts into developing this game and how they've taken their time, and it's
It's coming to Game Pass. You'll be able to try it out soon.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we
I
know
hope
that
it
for
is
sure, or is it
Yeah.
like speculation?
No, it is. When I went to the Game Pass section, I've seen like one of the
What?
squares is Callisto.
Now I gotta
Yeah.
look it up.
Yeah.
I saw it there today.
We'll do it live on the Xbox real quick.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
we are checking.
Okay.
Full library.
Here we go. Brandon's
But yeah,
scrolling.
that'll be
Xbox
exciting.
Game
if so.
Pass.
He's scrolling.
Would it be under T or C, do you think?
C.
Let me see.
It'd be under C. CALL. It's like Call of Duty, but Callisto. See, I don't see it there, guys.
Well, that's not out right now. I'm saying it's coming to Game Pass.
You just said that you saw the square there.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought
it should
like,
be
the ad
in-
for it to
coming
come.
to
okay,
Game
Yeah.
gotcha.
Now, you know what I mean? Like when you go
Yeah,
to the
it
Game
was
Pass
it was
section-
in the coming to section.
Yeah.
Let's check
Okay.
the T's real quick, though, just to be sure.
Not the T.
Ultras, not the two.
Cheese. All right, we can't find it at the moment, but we know
It's a come.
Oscar knows it's coming.
Yeah.
Oscar knows.
No.
I'm gonna hold you to it, you whore.
Yeah. Oh, hold me indeed.
Hold you, daddy. Sorry?
Colton.
Yeah.
Colton.
What?
Colton.
I bought that laptop.
You did?
Yep, it just got delivered today. So when I get home, I'm gonna go and pop it.
Let's go.
Sweet, dude.
Yep, I'm so excited. If anybody doesn't know, the current video or laptop that I use to make all the videos and like edit and capture record, it is literally stitched together. It's so bad.
Yeah.
No, it's great though.
It's got like
You've
a
made
40
that
minute
thing work, though.
It's got like a 40-minute charge when I unplug it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Oh, yikes.
Oof.
So don't expect much more than an hour out of this new one.
I've heard its standby is pretty good. If you're not gaming, it's not too bad.
Yeah, standby. But if you're like on it with the screen on, you're gonna burn up that battery.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna eat right through
Well,
it.
I did do a little research, and they do have a battery center where you can max out the power at like 90, so you're not fully charging it when it's plugged in. Which will
Yeah, yeah.
preserve
No,
the
well, no. I was just meaning like you'll
Oh,
eat a
it's-
battery up in about an hour
absolutely. Oh, you mean that? Yeah, absolutely.
from a full charge.
Does it
Like
have a
if you're
turbo
gaming,
button?
you'll chew through a battery
might
super
run
quick on these
Fortnite.
thin and light gamings.
Might run.
It might run Fortnite.
Will it run a 3D pinball?
I might get Crisis.
What about Minesweeper?
Put a hole
Minesweeper.
through the- Yeah, but fucking
It-
notepad.
It'll run everything ours runs and more.
Notepad. Do it type though.
Notepad plus
Does it come with a
plus.
keyboard?
Ooh.
It might. I didn't check
Is
that
it
part.
touchscreen?
Yeah.
Can you imagine a laptop that doesn't have a keyboard? What the fuck?
A tablet.
Tablet. I was about to
That's just a screen, dog. You
An
should buy a
iPad.
TV.
Do you,
Yeah, okay.
Does your laptop have a touchscreen or no?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. If you buy a gaming laptop with a touchscreen, return it.
Yeah, why?
Why do you need a touchscreen?
Why not, man?
It's probably like more money that you don't need to spend. Get a fucking iPhone.
Yeah, and
Oh,
You're gonna waste
typically,
money.
if you end up with a touchscreen laptop, you're actually getting a 4K panel. Because for whatever reason, you know, a 15-inch monitor needs to be touchscreen and 4K.
Yeah.
What is this, college?
So I have some disrupting news real quick. Straight from the devs of Callisto, they cited, as a single-player linear game, it's really hard to be successful in those types of services, referring to Game Pass. It will not be coming to Game Pass.
Anytime-
Oh, then it was a mislisting because it was
Why the fuck
definitely
is
on
Persona
there.
5
Okay.
on there?
And that article was published today.
That's okay.
Not there.
Okay, yeah, because it was definitely on there like yesterday or the day
I
before.
saw it. I swear.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
there's Monster Hunter Rise right there. See what I
there's
tell you?
Monster Hunter Rise. Yep. High on Life, Star Wars, and Hello Neighbor 2, which nobody cares about.
Bye,
That bastard's always up to no good.
So hopefully the devs change their mind, but
They-
I think that's what they said.
If it
They will-
has good profit in the first couple of months, then they'll probably
They're
consider it.
going to get through
Yeah.
the holiday season, see how it's selling next year. If the game kind of buzzes out, they're going to put it on Game Pass.
Right.
Especially if they put out a wave of DLC, because I don't know if you know this, but putting a game on Game Pass also drives DLC sales.
It should have
Yeah.
DLC because there's a
you
season
get,
pass.
yeah,
for
you
it.
get discounted.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you get discounted game DLC on Game Pass, and people that play the game might want to try the DLC. They're like, "Oh, I enjoy this."
So
Yeah.
wait till we put out DLC and then we'll put it on Game Pass.
That
maybe.
statement's bullshit because there's a bunch of single player games on Game Pass.
Well,
go
it's
up to the developers, honestly,
Yeah.
with what they want to do.
But I think they're doing what you're saying, where they're just waiting it out to see,
And I
like,
think-
picking it on if they need more money.
Eastward just hit Game Pass. That game's really good. Definitely give Eastward a try.
And Jersey Sandstorm too. Yeah, that came out on Game Pass.
Yep.
Bro.
That's a game we should all be playing.
Soccer
yeah, we should
Story.
play that.
Soccer,
Hell yeah.
dude. Look, Battlefield came out on Game 2042 is on Game Pass.
Let me
now.
see if I am able to.
Yeah,
install
2042 is
mine.
on Game Pass. I'm kind of pissed off about that.
Yeah, whatever.
Schmitch.
we
Vampire
should have known it
Survivors.
was coming because nobody else was playing it any other way. It's actually free
Oh,
for
yeah.
the weekend for anybody.
Yeah, it's
play-
free till the 5th.
Yeah, so it's free for
Nice.
anybody just to try out.
If you're hearing
you don't
this,
have
a
Game
little,
Pass.
little too late. Sorry.
If you're hearing this, you got like 3 hours to download it and play it.
You have until Artemis 1 splashes back down.
Got it.
Oh yes, I saw that too.
Yeah, so it's. I was talking about that a few weeks ago, but on November 15th, the rocket for us going back to the moon, it's up there, and I think on the 5th they're broadcasting it's a flyby with the moon or something like that,
Okay.
or some kind of shit like that.
Like a live stream rig just going around it.
Yeah, hold up, I have it. Just remembered I have it right here.
In that time, I just want to ask you guys really quick. So they cited that single player games don't work on Game Pass.
Yeah.
What do you think the balance is between single player games and multiplayer games on Game Pass?
There's more
Even.
multiplayer.
I think there's
No,
more
it's pretty even. I think there's more, or there's more single player.
I'd say more single player.
I'm looking
yeah.
at the recently added section, and most of those are single player games.
Right.
One,
There's
two,
there's
Battlefield.
Eastward, The Walking Dead, Norco, Lapin, I think. Lapin, Microsoft Flight Simulator.
That one's multiplayer.
That was multiplayer.
Okay.
But I get what you're getting at.
Here, I can apply the PC Game Pass to single player filter. Let's see here.
I guess even is a good way
There
to
you
put
go.
it.
Number of players.
Interesting.
Oh, well, those
What
are
the
stupid.
fuck?
There's no single player
Local
filter.
co-op, local multiplayer, online co-op, online multiplayer.
Yeah, there's no single game filter.
Yeah, that's
So
There are
they have-
298 games on PC Game Pass that have achievements and single player.
Okay.
That's achievements and single player. So that eliminates all of the EA included games.
I think it's probably pretty even because there's games that are single player only, and then there's games that have a single player but people play multiplayer. Like
Right.
Fortnite has a single player. People forget that
Yeah.
you have to pay for it,
You have
so
to
nobody
pay for
has
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have it, don't you?
I have
Actually, they bundled
it.
it into one of the monthly subscription things
Oh.
for Fortnite a while back. So a lot of people accidentally got it for like $11.
and they're still not playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They haven't
they're
touched
still
it.
not
because I 100% have it and haven't installed it ever.
I think it's fun.
I want to try it. I have seen videos. I want to try it out.
It's
I'd be
fun.
down.
It's basically zombie survival, but instead of building to the sky
Yeah.
and then fucking dunking on some nerd that's running around the tower that you just made, you actually put down traps and you build hallways for like the infected or the zombies to
To
walk
walk
through.
around.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's cool.
it's actually a lot of fun.
Destroy, build, destroy.
It's tower defense, but a third-person shooter, and you kill zombies as they come into your fort.
Like a dungeon
That's why it's
Defenders.
called Fortnite.
That's
I
cool.
get it.
You
Oh,
build forts.
it's not because it lasts
Damn
2
it.
weeks.
No.
Oh,
Fuck.
Barndor, are you
yeah.
ready?
On Monday at about 9 a.m. Eastern time, they'll be doing coverage of its lunar flyby, and at approximately 11:42 a.m., it'll be flying at about 79 miles above the moon's surface. So real fucking close.
yeah.
Wow.
It's considering it's gone over 1 million.
Jesus.
And so they're going to be broadcasting that, and then on a Sunday, December 11th, my brother's birthday,
Happy birthday. Oh, nice.
they'll be broadcasting it flying back into the earth.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Hell
it'll
yeah.
hopefully
Is that
splash down in one
Elon's
piece.
new?
No, this is NASA's Artemis 1. It's their.
Oh,
it's
okay.
their. This is a manned capsule. No one's in it, but it's their test flight for it to make sure all the systems work and they can send a manned crew.
How
up to the moon.
badass.
Like it won't explode out
Yeah,
there.
this
too
is
much.
this is the test to do all their systems, make sure that it launches, doesn't turn into another Columbia.
So when do we send
The next
men
rocket,
up there?
right?
Or
Yeah, I
men
think-
and women?
When we
possibly,
convince somebody
sorry.
to get a 12-pack, send them up there.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a 12
Elon's
back on
new
the moon.
shuttle has NASA kind of shit in their britches because it's nuts.
The which
Like
one?
it is next level amazing.
Out
Yeah.
of which country?
Elon Musk's.
Oh,
SpaceX.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's the I think he called it the spaceship project.
I
Yeah,
wish he would
He's
just,
non-original whatsoever.
dude. I wish he would just focus all his energy towards SpaceX because he's doing cool shit over at SpaceX.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's got a team of engineers that does it all for him. But I feel like he has a lot of ideas that he makes people,
Do.
implement.
Legitimately
that
made the
helps.
spaceship more pointy just because of a movie.
Yes.
Yeah, he's fucking
Oh, it looks
goofy.
cooler. It's not practical. We'll make it practical.
Make it fucking work.
I want it practical.
Dude, have you
Like
guys,
it's arguably like less practical, but it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get it to work. But
have you seen the
also,
videos
yeah.
of the Falcon 9 boosters coming down simultaneously and landing in sync on their own? It is the fucking wildest fucking footage I've ever seen.
I don't know about that, but I watched the Falcons
No,
implode
dude.
in a Super Bowl.
Here,
Rockets?
I'll pull up real quick. What time? Give me a timestamp.
4250.
4250.
Yeah, the Falcon rocket auto landing sequence is absolutely next level.
And he did one. There was a rocket landing, self-guided, that landed on a barge in the middle of the ocean. It's fucking wild.
Damn.
He's done that a few times.
Oscar's looking at
Yeah, it's. Hold on, let me see
There's been a bunch of people I've seen that because they broadcast those landings on those barges and shit, and they'll be, as the thing's coming down, you'll see the rocket start to show up, and then the feed will cut out, and it'll come back in, and they're like, why are they cutting the feed? They're hiding something. It's not real. And they're like, no, these rockets are fucking sending a fuck ton of energy out to set it down gently.
Yeah, there's a
disrupts
shockwave. It's cutting the camera out.
Literally disrupting the electronics, yeah.
Nope, conspiracy.
Look at this shit.
People always ask why there's everybody cheering and shit in the background. Because a lot of people put a lot of fucking time into that. Yeah, that is wicked.
Well, on top of that,
That looks like
it's
it's
an
in reverse.
amazing feat. I mean, we've explored more of the sky than we have of our own ocean, yes, but the sky is just as inobtainable as
the
the
ocean.
bottom of the ocean for us right now. So it's always an amazing feat of engineering when somebody either goes super deep or super high. Like,
Man, my phone can last 1 minute or 1 meter underwater for 30 minutes. So
You know what I was
that's
thinking
as
about?
far as I'm concerned with. Is
Hell
1
yeah,
meter
buddy.
deep.
Oh shit!
I can
lost my
scroll
feed.
Reddit underwater.
Yeah.
I'm in.
These phones are IP68 rated. So 30 minutes and 1 meter of water, and they'll still survive. The 31st minute
Yikes.
on your own.
Sorry about that.
and salt water actually decreases that number.
Correct.
Mm.
Yeah, because what they do is they, the pressure of water.
Right.
So, salty water. So slimy.
Little topic of controversy. Not that one, the one you're thinking. We'll get to that one eventually.
My topic of controversy.
Yeah. But you guys know Liver King?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You know who he is?
Yeah.
He's a guy on YouTube. He's like just you might have seen there's a video of him, like a popular video of him where he was like working out in like a random store. He's like, "This is my home. This is where I live." And then like the manager comes up. He's like, "Oh, sorry, you have to leave, but I love it here. I live here." I'm like, okay, but he's a guy that like, talks about like just eating like raw livers and like raw meat to get like gains and shit.
He claims
Yeah,
that
it's totally not
living.
steroids.
Yeah.
He says living naturally and eating naturally, like people used to thousands and thousands a year ago, is how he obtained his body.
Yeah, he has
Millions
3
of years
packs
ago is how
because of his
how
veggies.
men used fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Millions of years ago was when the first human picked up a rock and went,
No, I don't even think man discovered fire via like striking a fire. I think they stumbled across the lightning strike that started a fire, and that was how man discovered fire. They're like, how do we recreate this?
I was implying more the discovery of tools. Like how monkeys are
Okay.
starting to pick up rocks and stuff about
Yeah.
900,000 years ago, 700,000 years ago, whatever it is. The first,
quick, what's the intro to the Big
first-
Bang Theory?
The first man goes,
Oh,
broke me strong
I weak.
dopamine.
Takes the stone to his fucking buddy next and kills him.
That was Cain and Abel. That was real Cain and Abel.
host privilege.
Booga,
Post
where is
privilege.
Booga? I don't know, Father. Leave me alone.
anywhere.
Friendly fire.
Friendly fire.
Yeah, but Liver King, he has over close to 3 million subscribers on YouTube, and just I think yesterday, Friday, he came out with a video saying that he actually used steroids.
No figure.
Yeah, but he's saying, it's not like what you think. I have a nutritionist who's been giving them to me a little bit at a time. Okay, I'm doing this to prevent suicide. All right, I'm like, what the fuck
Okay.
are you talking about?
His apology was weak because he didn't really apologize.
No,
he was
yeah.
basically going, "It's okay that I lied because I was doing it for charity."
Exactly.
Cute.
Yeah.
Cute.
Guess how much money he was spending per month in steroids and drugs and pharmaceuticals?
$25,000.
I'm gonna go with 13 grand.
Yeah, David, about 13 grand a month he spent on it.
Wow.
Yeah,
A
that was
month.
pretty fucking spot on. Did you?
No, I had no clue. I was
Are you
just
sure about that, Chip?
speculating
He's
the
like,
whole
I'm gonna
time.
have Colton and add 5. Clearly, that was my
Man, it's pretty big because like he was a big he's a big influencer on like
He's also just
Right.
big.
he's a big
Yeah.
fuck. Have you
Big
seen him?
fucking guy.
Yes, absolutely.
Fucking
There's
ginormous.
yeah.
One look at him and you could tell he's not natural.
Yeah.
At all.
No,
I mean,
all.
it doesn't take a fucking scientist to say, "Oh, Huh. I wonder.
Anybody with a 13-inch bicep is probably on steroids.
Yeah.
People forget how hard it is to look like The Rock.
Yeah.
The Rock eats, lives, breathes, and shits fitness, and probably, who knows, but he definitely takes a little bit of something to help him out.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
He's not just
yeah.
eating chicken and going to the gym and lifting it.
Right,
That's not how it
right.
He's
happens.
not eating shit.
But that man is also very
Chicken and
strict,
rice.
and he's very disciplined, and
Yeah,
he
that's
has a
his
very
life.
centered lifestyle. Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg always talked about his fitness, and he's like, yeah, it's easy because I have he paid a physical trainer to live in his house with him
Whoa.
to help him. You know, somebody that watch your meals, to train with you and make sure you're doing everything you need to be doing every step of the way to look the way he does.
Yeah, for someone. Go ahead, Golden.
Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds gains were all legit. That was like Hugh Jackman for Wolverine. That was all just
The Australian
him.
masterpiece.
That was all discipline.
You can get super strong naturally. Like, that's not the issue. It's just looking the way that some people do. It's you need a little bit of help to get to
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
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 Human Adonis is testosterone induced, but being able to lift 500 pounds, that's work.
That's where, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy to see these guys fucking go
It's like
transformations.
When you watch the strongman competitions, they're just big guys. They're not the most ripped and they're not the most chiseled. They're just big fucking strong
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
That's what
Yep.
looking like a big strong guy is. But if you want to look super fit like some of the celebrities do, they have help. That's
Yep.
why they have that money is because
drugs. Well, I think strongman has a lot to do with genetics.
as well.
Oh yeah, they're
I
they're
think
beasts,
that one's
bro.
You're just
heavily
big beasts.
genetic. Yeah, it's centered in genetics.
Mark Henry. We were just talking about Mark Henry.
Mark Henry.
Look at that man.
Mark Henry's a
Arnold
fucking monster.
Schwarzenegger admitted to taking steroids.
I mean, look at him.
Yeah, but he's not ashamed of it because he's like, I'm very open about it, and that's how you achieve the
Yeah, that's a
showman's body.
It's like that's the only way you get that body.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
the only way you get to be Mr. Olympia or Mr. Universe is by taking steroids that they're not testing for.
Yeah, you can't achieve that naturally.
Yeah, those guys were doing it because it's show business,
Yeah.
not because
Yeah.
I'm showing off for charity. I think that's kind of
Showing up.
And it's fine if you use, steroids or something to, enhance and make yourself better, but it's just bad when you lie about it.
Yeah.
Because it's like then you're just giving other people unrealistic expectations because he was selling products that he said he was using.
Of course.
And he's not lying. He is using those products, but he's probably not only using those products. He's getting help from other things.
Yeah.
And that's why it's becoming a problem is because he's peddling all this stuff and he's selling it to people. And then he's like, but it's fine because it's going to charity.
Yeah, and at the
Some-
bottom
Like all the
line,
people that say,
it's
"Oh, I lost 100 pounds on Slim Fast or whatever," and it was like, "Yeah, you lost 100 pounds drinking Slim Fast for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you also had a personal trainer 24/7."
Yeah.
Have you guys seen
It's
the
just one part of the equation.
like the videos of like the guys that will just inject oil right into their biceps?
Yeah.
And, like all their
yeah,
muscles.
I
Yeah.
hate those videos.
And
Yep.
it's just
it can pop.
yeah, dude.
It can fucking pop.
Yeah, it can just be holding onto dead skin and flesh.
yeah, it
And
turns
it's,
necrotic.
fucking terrible.
Yeah. It turns necrotic, and
Like-
you can lose your arm, and you could even die.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
no,
bizarre.
For the gains, bro. For the gains.
Well, no, that's right up there with those body mods that the people do, where they inject like the silicone into like their forehead, and then they make a donut out of it.
yeah, no, whatever.
Oh gosh.
Some
Yeah.
people.
Subdermal implants, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not
Like I have piercings, like I have gauges and shit like that, and like I had 13 piercings at one point,
Yeah.
but there is a line.
Yeah.
Before you start looking like a Barbie.
There's abnormal
Yeah.
stuff, and then there's abnormal stuff.
People that like inject dye into the whites of their eyes.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
people that tattoo their eyes and
Yeah.
stuff.
Tattoos.
Yep,
Yeah.
eye tattooing.
Yeah.
I worked with a guy who had his eyes tattooed, and I couldn't look at him because
Where are
it
you
made
looking?
me cringe.
Yeah.
It's like, where do I look?
Like,
Where
that-
are you looking?
That makes my eyes hurt. It makes my fucking eyes hurt.
My
Why
eyes
would
are
you
watery.
do that?
Yeah.
Why would it's just needles.
And one wrong move by the fucking artist, and you're done. You never see again at that eye.
I was about to say you have to trust your artist an extreme amount. I mean, most tattoo artists wouldn't even do that. They're like,
And if
no,
it goes
fuck that.
perfect, you still run the risk of infection or losing your eye or your sight.
And
like-
it's your
Like
fucking
even if
eyeball.
it's perfectly flawless and everything goes perfect.
It's like
Right.
there's tattoo artists that refuse to do faces because they're just like, I just don't do face. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be responsible for your face tattoo.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
No, thank you.
understandable.
Like there's because even some artists don't even do kneecaps because they're like, well, I'm not tattooing your fucking kneecap. You're lost. It's up to the artist really, and there's a reason. It's because I remember watching Ink Master a couple years ago, and they were dogging on this one guy because he's a tattoo artist, but he doesn't have any tattoos himself.
Huh.
And they were just
Yeah,
making fun of
remember
him.
that.
And they were dogging on him because they're like, "How are you tattoo artist, but you won't get any tattoos?" And he's just like, "Because I just didn't want any. Like, but I'm good at giving people tattoos." And they were like,
No, and it wasn't even that. He's like, I don't
Yeah.
trust somebody else enough to give me a tattoo,
Yeah, I'm
and
not
I'm
doing
not
it
gonna
myself.
tattoo myself.
Yeah,
That's an understandable
Yeah.
fucking reason.
but
too.
they were using it as a legit like way to
kick him off.
to kick him off of the show, and see
Yeah.
his artwork wasn't more meaningful because he wouldn't get the tattoos. It's like,
That's fucked up.
I don't know.
So you're discriminating him, even though he has a wonderful talent.
They say
but
you
he
don't
doesn't have-
understand the pain of a tattoo until you get one, and it's like,
Oh my god.
I think you can see if your person's like sitting in the chair screaming, going, "God, let's
You
stop,
can literally
let
take
up."
the tattoo gun and just do that on your skin without any ink on it.
Yeah,
and
just
see
the
what a
needles,
tattoo feels like. Like, there's millions of ways to know what a tattoo feels like without actually getting one.
I've been told it's compared to a cat scratch.
It can be compared to anything. It depends on your level
Completely
of pain
dependent on
resistance,
you.
too.
Yep.
Yeah,
Because like
exactly.
I've got a couple of tattoos and they didn't hurt at all.
Yeah,
This one fucking hurt like a bitch. I was bitching my whole time. I got a shoulder to almost my elbow, and I was bitching the whole time.
There's a lot of
Not
shit.
I have
Yeah,
one
but
in
I
the
was like,
middle of my
damn.
spine and one on my left pec, and neither one of them hurt me.
I was gonna say I've heard rib cage hurts the most, the hand,
right here.
Elbows,
elbows, and the inner.
the outside of your elbows, the inside of your knees, and your stomach.
The only reason this one hurt is after he was all done with the tattoo, he didn't wait for the next day. He went immediately back to white ink to add accents to
Oh man.
certain areas.
Yeah.
So my red throbbing arm was already rare as shit, and he's sitting there.
We're
you know?
That ought to do it.
You're not coming back.
Just a few more minutes.
That ought to do it.
No,
Better
this guy was very talented, though. I'll definitely be going back to him to finish my arm.
Hell yeah.
There's three.
It sounds like he might have gone a little on the deep side, though.
Yeah, but he did a good job, and the ink is flawless.
He was
so-
probably just trying to get it done too, so
Out
he
of-
didn't have to come back. For
out of the
another
three of us-
session.
Yeah, he smoked me out, dude. I'm not complaining.
Out of the three of us here that don't have tattoos, would you get a tattoo?
Yeah.
I used to think I would, but I don't really.
No.
There's nothing that I'd really want anymore.
100%. I'm 100% getting one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get the Fear and Loathing bats.
That'd be dope.
Nice.
Hey, dude.
Hell yeah,
I don't
that'd
know
be
where
sick.
I'd put it. That's why I haven't got a tattoo, because I don't know where I want one.
Your face.
My fit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on your forehead.
Despite
What about you?
I've got some bats tattooed on my face.
I don't. I mean, I've said I want one, but I just don't know what I would get.
That's
You know?
That's the worst part.
Because like it's there. And,
Yeah.
like I just don't want to fuck it up. I don't want, and also don't know. Well, I'm gonna go to somebody that's gonna make not what I want. You know what I mean?
That's why I haven't gotten tattoos since I was 18, because I had a buddy do the two that I have, and they're dog shit.
Jay's got a tattoo gun.
Shut
Of course
up.
he does.
Yeah, my mom bought him one for his birthday.
Yeah.
Wow.
He needs.
hit that bitch.
Well, he doesn't want to learn it, but I told
Give him
him
an
I said,
orange.
people just need to come up to. Well, we got oranges, and she bought fake skin that he could practice on.
Hey, like, tell him to fucking hurry up.
If he comes up with a cool design, he
Yeah.
can do my right shoulder blade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell him.
Tell him to get on it.
That's what I keep telling him. I'm like, dude, I have friends that they'll pay you or just offer to.
Yeah,
you
I'll
know,
pay
hey,
him.
you need help.
Literally, Sierra would probably want a tattoo if he started tattooing.
Pretty
shit.
much. Yeah,
Like-
that's what I was saying.
She gets a tattoo like all the time.
And I've heard that about people that get their first tattoo is they want more after they get their first one.
That's what I've heard too. Like
Yes.
if I feel like if I ever were to get one, I'd be like, ah, shit, I want more.
You need to match it.
Yeah, I
fucking
definitely want
expensive,
more.
too.
I've just been waiting to find an artist worth actually giving money to that shit doesn't look like that's blown out in a fucking 6
Hell
months.
yeah.
The cool thing about my artist was Grace actually knew family friends of his, so we got to talk a little bit before my tattoo and
Get
kind
more
of develop a relationship. And it made it easy. And then he was explaining what he wants to do to continue this tattoo that he gave me first, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that made me want to come back.
Fuck
So
yeah.
I'm definitely going back to that guy for continued.
Fuck, Brandon, do you remember
Yeah.
high school?
Yeah.
Yeah, they do tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do a pretty
Sid-
swell job.
I
with
forget
stuff like
which
that.
one Sadie got from them, but
Yeah.
she got one from. Yeah.
Yeah, they do a really good job.
Fucking A.
It's just really good stuff.
I know a guy. There are some. I've seen some bad tattoos. One of the worst tattoos I've seen is you guys seen Naruto, right?
Yeah.
You guys know Sasuke's curse mark he gets when Orochimaru bites him.
Correct.
Dude, he got it like the size of my hand, like on his neck, bro.
It's just a bunch of black marks.
Yeah, it was like the scribbles, and then like it's just like yeah, it's cool, but like it's just too big for like, and it's like going up his like side of his face, and like I was like, all right,
I don't understand.
To each their own,
I don't
you know?
understand blackout tattoos either.
Yeah,
I
blackout.
see that a lot.
It's
now.
just gonna turn green unless they keep getting it redone.
So the first person that I remember, like vividly remember seeing do it was the lead singer, Bring Me the Horizon. He blacked out both of his arms and got it all the way down, up to his hands.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's dumb. And then I see everybody else doing it, and I'm like,
What are you doing?
I don't get it.
It's a scene thing, but it's something you can never undo.
He had a bunch of tattoos already on his arm.
Now you can.
And I wonder if he just didn't like them and just decided to black out his arm. And I get that. But you have people like me who are pasty and they've got nothing going on, and they're like, oh, I'm just going to do a blackout.
You'd never know if I did that. I'd never know if I was fucking sunburned, and it'd be horrible.
Oh, can you imagine? Your
There's
skin peeling for the first 2
artists that
weeks?
refuse to do it because you can actually get fucked up from getting a blackout.
Yeah.
It's a lot of ink at once.
Yeah.
It's a lot of trauma. It's a lot of ink. It's a lot of possibility for infection.
You'd have to do it in
weird.
pieces.
There's
Always
a lot of
line at a
possibility
time,
for
yeah.
rejection. Like,
Have you ever seen somebody's tattoo reject? I had a coworker,
Yeah.
and it's pretty fucking nasty.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucking gross.
have you ever seen somebody's tattoo get MRSA?
No.
It's nasty. We had a guy that gave himself a tattoo in high school, and it fucking got gross before he finally went and got it taken care of.
You.
Yeah, that.
Like,
can
it was
kill you.
yellow and pussy
Ugh.
and like bleeding all the time. Like,
The moment it discolors, I'm going to the hospital. I don't care what anybody says.
Get it
Like,
off.
oh, that's
Chop-
not right.
Yep.
Let's go.
Chop it off.
I'm
Kill
not
it.
waiting.
Get rid of it.
When you go to the hospital with MRSA,
Yeah.
they fucking quarantine you.
Yeah.
'Cause
yes,
it's
it is
fucking
highly
deadly.
contagious and it is highly immune to antibiotics.
They'll put you in a giant Ziploc bag if they could.
Yep.
That
Like,
shit's
you're going in the
fucking
storage
sketch.
freezer until we can figure out what to do with you.
You're basically in a body bag with your face sticking out. Like,
No, you're not even. Your face isn't even sticking
cop
out of it.
costume.
You're in a body bag that they're pumping air
there's
into.
just a zipper so that it's like, hey, you good? All right. Zip.
Everybody
like,
comes to
just
you
the
in a
outline of your
quarantine
mouth and
suit.
nose so you can breathe and eat.
It's fucking wild.
You guys want to hear the funniest article I read in these past 2 weeks?
Heck yeah, please.
yeah.
It's from the Reno Gazette Journal.
Of course it is.
oh.
High class literature.
Yeah.
No, this article, I thought it was an Onion article, and I was like, no, this is a local paper writing this, and this, like, I don't know why I stumbled across it. but
Literally
fucking-
anyone can like publish something in the Gazette Journal.
Yeah.
Like anybody.
Really?
Yeah, it's one of those papers that if you send something in, they'll publish it. Like in a little
Alright.
in a little column on it, they'll put it out in the paper.
Okay.
So this is by Faith Evans.
That's
Okay.
Faith Evans.
Shout out to Faith Evans. The name of the article is "What Happened After Reno Cracked Down on Whips." Police records tell the story.
Wait, what?
So we banned whips downtown
In
because there was a
2018.
massive problem with
Wait,
them.
what do you mean?
So
whips?
in the year 2018, people that had whips, where they go whoosh,
Yeah.
there was a
I remember this because
Okay.
people were complaining about random cracks in the middle of the night.
yes,
Yeah.
because they were mistaking them for gunshots.
Yes, I remember this. Are you
They're
fucking
loud as
kidding me?
fuck.
There's an article. It's a follow up to all of that commotion.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
I honestly never heard about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it was. I read it somewhere. It was.
So in 2019, something peculiar happened on the Reno Police Department's radar: the cracking of whips. 911 callers kept reporting those speed of sound breaking whip snaps as gunshots, which muddled dispatch's priority list. According to Lieutenant Ryan Connolly. Connell, okay, it has his name listed twice. It's Connolly and then Connell, so I don't know what it is.
Connolly.
Connolly?
Connolly Connell advocated for a ban at
Colonel
a city
Connell.
council meeting
Colonel
in
Connell
August
Connell?
of 2021, and 2 months later, the council passed the initiative. It has now
Like the
been
rules.
1 year since Reno Gazette's downtown whip ban went into effect. The Reno Gazette Journal obtained 19 whip-related police reports and spoke with 2 downtown Reno whippers.
Reno Whippers.
I'm sorry. Reno Whippers.
Wow.
They gave him a fucking title, bro.
Is that a minor league hockey team?
This is the story of Reno's whip crackdown.
Oh yeah.
All right, subtext, the whip crackers. According to police reports, the average age of people who carry whips in downtown Reno is 34, but at least 3 men under the age of 30 had multiple encounters with Reno police in the last year.
Under the age of 30.
What is that?
Very.
Speaking of whips, though, new Indiana Jones movie coming out
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
with Harrison Ford, and it actually looks decent.
That'll be fucking
Sexy.
Shia LaBeouf
Yep.
Is
making
he?
a comeback.
Hope so.
He has to. He's his son.
Didn't see Shia LaBeouf in it, but they showed the original, like they showed the buddy of his that he had in like Raiders of the Lost Ark. The heavier set guy.
Yeah.
He's back.
Nice.
I think the ladies is back from
They
it.
should. They got married at the end of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Like
See, I don't. I think I've seen Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I just don't remember anything about it.
I've seen all of them thousands of times. I used to love Indiana Jones when I was a kid.
I love the original 3. Those were all great.
I remember I loved.
Crystal Skull didn't impress me much, and it didn't get received very well. But this one definitely intrigues me. It has a definite like Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom vibe.
Good.
I loved Kingdom of the Crystal Skull because I was like, I remember one day I was on the internet and I was like, wait, a countdown to a new Indiana Jones movie? And I went, Dad, they're making a new Indiana Jones movie. And he went, no, they're not. And I was like, look, it comes out in 2 weeks. And he was like, do you want to go see it? And we saw it the opening night.
It was all right. I enjoyed it.
I
I
loved it.
Time travel, and it's gonna have a CG Harrison Ford.
He's
So-
80, so.
Yeah. They're going to have to tone him up a little bit. But back to the whip
In it like normal, and he is also CG, and there's time travel. That's all I know.
It's perfect. It's all we
They met aliens at the end of the fourth
Yeah.
one, so like,
It could be anything this time.
yeah. But the whip article.
I was about to say, do you think Indiana Jones pops up here like he's one of the whippers?
Indiana is a whipper.
It's an Indiana
I
Whipper.
didn't get to the best part of the story yet. 'cause
Yeah, let's get
they
this.
actually get
geez.
introduced with the whippers.
Oh god.
Oh, God.
One of these men was 27-year-old Paul Williams, who spoke to the RGJ at the Washoe County Jail wearing a black and white striped jumpsuit. When he was
Excuse me?
yeah,
Why'd they tell them what they're wearing?
I don't know. Thanks, Faith.
Basically, they were implying that he was locked up,
Yeah.
but they weren't saying he's incarcerated.
When he was a teenager, he said he was involved in a car crash that changed his life. He said, I went to a friend's house and we were driving around listening to Christmas carols. He said, all I remember is hitting a house. He said that he's now
They do that to
partially
you.
deaf and blind because of the accident. He has glass in his eyes. He feels the accident change his brain. Whips, he said, are his new language. I use it to twirl, and the rope will tell me different things about something. I don't know. It's just like sign language to me. The way I used it, at least, he said. I don't crack it unless I need to.
Amen, brother.
He didn't.
Amen, brother.
He
That is a proper, safe whip owner.
Yeah.
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 I don't see anything wrong with
Why
that.
is he in jail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
Legalize open whips.
Let me continue. He didn't know whips were banned in downtown Reno, he said, until he was arrested in August. Police cited him during hot August nights. He was swinging his whip underneath.
Of all nights.
He was swinging his whip underneath the Reno Arch, surrounded by classic cars and spectators.
Oh, cool.
So he's
That's
using it
so
as like
American.
his walking stick, basically. Like you
Kinda,
know how
yeah.
blind people have a cane. That's kind of cool, though.
So he had a second whip charge from May when he was trespassing at the Cal Neva. Police arrested him and found a whip in his coat
Those bastards.
because you're not supposed to have a whip on you. Period.
Well, and he was
So that's where
trespassing, too.
that's where everybody needs to get canes and equip like something to the bottom of them that makes a really loud clacking
whack
sound
throw
when
'em
they hit
back
it on the
in.
ground.
Yeah.
You know how people have those canes that have the fucking knife at the end of them? They just fucking pull out a whip.
whip.
It's a whip. It's got a whip. Get on the ground.
Cane.
All right. Put
And-
the money in the bag.
Angel Martin, I think that's his name. It's Angel with an I in the front of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
Angel.
Angel. Yeah, I'm gonna say.
Oh,
Angel
I am Angel.
for the sake of the story. Martin, 23, is another Reno whip snapper with multiple police interactions. Reno Police gave him a citation on his birthday for cracking a whip in the
On
in
his
a parking lot.
birthday?
In a parking lot.
In a parking lot.
Yep, says he told the officers that it had taken him a month to make that whip. They confiscated it along with a meth pipe they found in his pocket.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, maybe that was cause for
I mean,
concern.
his birthday. You know.
Yeah, but it's meth.
Okay,
It's meth.
and then
That's just an
It's
episode
not
of
in
Breaking
Oregon
Bad.
where it's legal
the very next paragraph, police
Or
also
not
stopped Martin
criminalized.
in December of 2021 when they found him covered in blood and armed with a whip and a knife on Record Street.
Oh my God.
Officers
Oh.
responded to a call of a knife fight in the area, but they had no evidence, victims, or witnesses saying Martin had been involved. They took his whip, gave him a verbal warning, and then let him go.
What?
Martin declined an interview at the RGJ. He's too busy huffing that pipe.
Whip it away.
Most whip crackers are men. At least the ones getting caught by Reno police are men. Police recorded one encounter with a woman carrying a whip from 2021 to 2022. Annie Ewan, 34, was cracking her whip in a bike lane near Broadhead Park in November of 2021 when RPD arrested her. The whip was multicolored, woven together with several pieces of rope and frayed at the end. There's actually a picture of it right
it's
there.
very pretty.
Yeah,
Look at
look,
that.
somebody
Is it pretty?
handmade that. That's like artwork.
Yeah.
I'll put this in the Discord and it'll appear right here.
Put
in
it
the video.
on Pinterest.
Yeah.
If anyone has any whip
Oh,
ideas.
yeah.
That's a nice. It's like a My Little Pony whip.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
And then it goes into how to make a whip. Same article. At the August 2021 City Council meeting, opponents of the whip ban argued that whips are art, tools, stress relievers, a form of expression, and a First Amendment right. Supporters of the ban
Freedom of speech?
said that whips...
No, Second Amendment.
yeah,
No, that's
the fourth-
that's
third-
the
First Amendment is
I don't.
freedom
I'm
of speech.
terrible.
freedom
I'm
of
sorry.
speech.
Not
assembly,
American.
It should be a Second Amendment right though, because it's technically a weapon.
Yeah.
Like anyone should be able to carry a whip.
They believe that because they use the whips to talk, they believe that it's a First Amendment right, that they're restricting their right to talk.
Wow.
Yes.
It's like bird calling, but they're just
And
like
they're technically a tool. They're not a weapon.
It's debatable. That's why
well, so is a
RPD
machete.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
That's why you got supporters out there for the whips.
We should. Do the Cobra support the whippers?
I support the whippers.
Modern day whippers.
Can I finish the article?
Yeah.
Before we start forming opinions. Supporters of the ban said that whips and cracking noise are destructive, triggering, and simulated gunfire, in quotations. No downtown whip swingers spoke during the meeting. At the jail, Williams seemed to agree with all sides. He says whips can be a tool or something to discipline somebody with. He said, he later added on, it can be an art. It can be destructive.
Oh boy.
He used a phrase that RPD has used frequently in arguments against whips. Whips break sound barriers, he said, and it's not good to break sound barriers.
Our Reno Police Department issued that statement.
Yes. And
They should silence their weapons then.
silent whips. Other whip crackers have a more straightforward perspective. It's just a novelty item, said Jeremiah Pulalasi, 19 at the Washoe County Jail.
Wow.
Young whipper.
Pulalasi said he's been making and swinging whips since he was 16. He and several of his friends have gone to jail for cracking whips in downtown Reno. Police arrested him in November of 2021 for cracking a whip near the Believe sign. He and Williams have a few similarities. They're both homeless and did not graduate from high school. They've been swinging whips for a few years.
Oh boy.
You should not describe two men as been swinging whips for a few years.
Yeah, that's
Snapping whippers.
Good thing we have context because that's like one
Good
of those
old whip
pause
buddies.
ones. Yeah, whip buddies. Yeah, we whip each other every night.
Swinging our
Whippy
whips around.
These are the outdoor whips. These are the indoor whips. Pulalasi said it takes an hour to make a homemade whip. A homemade downtown Reno style whip. Yes, a homemade downtown Reno style whip.
That's the one we saw.
I want to know
Yeah.
how many times we said whip in the last 10 minutes.
But
Passing 40.
Williams argues and says it takes anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes, depending on how skilled you are. So he basically said scrub, make one faster.
Oh.
Fucking loser.
Homeboy has his like
Home-
survival skill at 2,000. He's
Yeah,
just
he's-
able to craft stuff super
He's like,
quick.
hold on, let me just fucking jury rig this whip real
He's the
quick.
guy that actually punches trees to get some
I need a
material.
couple
Look at wood.
grocery bags.
He's like, damn, it's getting cold outside.
You can make it out of a backpack. Clothes, ripped clothes, duct tape, yarn. I would use a rope and yarn because when heavy and light come together, it just makes a heavier sound. And
Yes.
then you wrap it with duct tape. Oh, you got a hell of a whip there.
That's a hell of a whip.
Williams
all
said.
right.
What about duct tip whip?
But however, Williams says he's never made a whip himself. He and his friends had given him whips. Pulalasi makes his own whips by using things like bike handle and braided rope. So he sits there and says, no, it takes 5 to 20 minutes to make a whip, but he's never made a whip.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
It's a reasonable time.
Silent success. Lieutenant Connolly, so I think it's Connolly because they said it twice now.
Connolly, yeah.
Used to hear whips echoing up and down the river from his office. The Reno Direct complaints, I haven't seen many, if any, and anecdotally, I haven't heard any of the officers mentioning hearing for the calls or the services, he said. I think the whip ban has had the intended effect.
I mean, yeah, they cracked down on the whips, all right.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, it says we used to get
Fucking
calls about
Thank you,
whips
thank you.
2 to 3 times a night when it was at its peak.
Oh, really?
Wow.
The ban came in, we saw it starting to die off, and then it significantly dropped. I said Chris Reardon, Ambassador Operations Manager. I can't recall the last time we've had a hotline call for whips.
I know.
I think you had 3 key factors, and they all got locked up when you were doing your arrests for them still doing it after you banned it, because one of them had a meth pipe on him, so that would explain him being up at 3 in the morning cracking a whip.
I approached a man about smoking in the art plaza. I was then surrounded by several people, and a person started to crack a whip as everyone begins to call me racial slurs, said Reno Partnership Ambassador Robert Clark. And he said, who is black, wrote in a statement that he gave to police. Police identified...
Who is black?
Who is black? Well, that's why they were yelling racial slurs at him.
Oh,
It wasn't a
okay.
Call of Duty lobby. It was like actual racism. Police identified Brian Good, 47, as the man cracking the whip and arrested him. His name's Brian Good, and he didn't do so good. That
Doesn't
day.
sound so good, yeah.
His
Yeah,
middle
you're
name
not-
is
Oh
not.
my god.
His middle name is not.
Yeah, because of the whip. Despite the incident, Reardon says that he's never had an ambassador tell him they felt threatened by people with whips. People aren't always happy to see us. We're always happy to see them, he said. I never had anybody that was concerned for their own safety.
Here's my whip.
When the Reno Council, this article is almost over, in case anybody's bored,
You're
was
fine.
deliberating the whip ban in 2021, Mayor Hillary Sheev said she was walking out of the city hall once when she saw a mother with a baby girl, a little dog, and a...
Yeah?
Fuck that sentence up. Mary Hillary Sheev said she was walking out of City Hall once when she saw a mother with a baby, a little girl, and a dog startled by a whip. The dog took off running and the little girl chased it. Both were nearly hit by a car.
Because of that damn whip.
Damn whip. Councilwoman Neoma Jordan said she once saw a boy wreck his bike along the Riverwalk when someone snapped a whip in his direction. A public commenter, Bev Klinghesse,
What?
I think so, said that she lives downtown and has chronic tinnitus because of the whip
Like a
snapping.
slur.
Chronic tinnitus because
Except
of
for
the
whip snapping.
Shut your damn window, bitch.
No shit. God damn.
Yeah. Are you like...
Stop putting your ear right next to their whips.
Literally.
Yeah.
They're loud, but they're not that loud.
But a handful of opponents said that despite the negative impacts of the ban, the law is discriminatory. This perpetuates the criminalization of the unhoused. It is the community known for these whips, said Lily Baran on behalf of the ACLU of Nevada. Another public commenter, Bill Sims, called out the council members directly, saying they enjoyed punishing homeless people. The whip ban is basically a Karen move, he said.
Wow.
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 Out of 19 police reports from
Sin,
20
motherfucker.
Yeah. So in the last year, there's been 19 reports of whip snapping. Only one whip snapper had a fixed home address.
Wow. Yikes.
The rest listed their addresses at community agencies known for their homeless services or rehab facilities. Most had a non-fixed address. But Reno police disagreed that the law targets homeless people. I would say that the law targets people that are carrying and cracking whips, Connolly said, whether they be housed or unhoused. That is
Yeah.
the end of the article. They're,
That's
Let the
fucking
whippers
goofy.
be.
Um,
Let the whippers be.
yeah, but they're all fucking meth-headed
They're all
homeless
meth-headed
people.
whippers.
Yeah.
They're all meth heads. Then fuck it. I don't care what you do to them.
I'd say this isn't a whip problem. This is a meth and
This is-
homeless issue.
Yeah.
This is a meth and homelessness issue.
That is, yeah.
This is a drugs and homeless issue.
We've turned these people are fucked up on drugs and they don't have houses. It's the
No
whips.
whip
It's the damn
problem.
whips.
It's the fucking whips.
Fucking
Fucking whip.
It's like, okay, yes, there's a common denominator between all of these individuals. Yes, they have whips and they like to crack them and they all do meth.
They must die.
Okay?
Yo, imagine the one person, because they said one person had a fixed address, was like a dude riding his horse into town because coming up with the money. And he's like,
he
I'm
like
totally
lives up
cool.
by the ranches.
Yeah, he's like, he doesn't have spurs. He forgot his spurs at home. He was wearing his everyday boots.
like, car's out of gas. I was just heading down to the
So
station
he's got
to
a
get
little
gallon.
thing to hit the tail of his horse with. It's not even a whip. It's like a little fucking like thing.
It's a horse whip,
It's just
yeah.
the handle with tassels, you know?
Because horse whips are like smaller whips, but most of the time when they're riding, there's like a little leather
Or a
handle.
stick with a piece of leather on the end of
yeah,
them.
yeah, it's a little like leather loop. It's like a belt basically
Yeah,
that they
he's-
smack the horse's
But
ass
imagine
with.
he's
Yeah.
having a
Jim
good day.
Carrey smacks that guy's ass with it in Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Like he's
Love
going,
it.
he's going up to get his car valeted at the circus or whatever, and he's gonna hand somebody the horse, you know. And he gives the whip over, and you got like a cop over in the corner, like,
There he is! There he is! Get him! Stop!
but he's also a cowboy, so he's probably got 2 revolvers in his sling, like ready to go. But he sees the whip in his hand, he's like, drop it!
Throw the whip to the ground now.
Put your gun in your other hand, hand me the whip.
Fucking whippers, man.
Fucking
Like, load your
whippersnappers.
gun and put your whip away.
Literal whippersnappers.
He's like, oh, officer, I'm off duty. These guns aren't loaded. I don't give a shit. Drop the whip. But I'm on a horse.
Drop
Yep.
the
Get it
whip.
because a whip's a car.
Yep. Got it.
I've seen a guy on a horse in the Taco Bell drive-thru here in town.
That's
It was
awesome.
during-
Oh my
It was during
God.
Roundup.
That's fucking.
Did they kick him out? Drive through. You need wheels.
No, they
No, you-
they sold him his Baja Blast.
That's good.
He just got a Baja Blast.
He got a soda. Yeah, I didn't see a bag. I didn't see a bag of food, but I definitely saw a 32-ounce soda.
You can't go in a store because you can't just leave your horse at the bike rack. Like,
Yeah, there's no like stables to leash him up
That's
at.
not what happened in
You could have
SpongeBob.
tied it to the bike rack.
Could tie it to the back, right?
SpongeBob left his seahorse outside, and some kid stuck a quarter in its butt.
And fuck around and find out.
Yeah, look around and
No,
find out.
it was an adult, right?
I would love to see a child
It
try
was
to
a-
stick a quarter
I
in
think
a
it was
horse's
a-
ass.
Yeah, it was just an adult. Like, where do I put the quarter? Oh, there it is. And then he got
Just
fucking
saying.
yeeted across Bikini Bottom.
So, do you think it offends? Do you think it goes against the First Amendment to ban whip cracking because they claim they use it as a language?
No.
No,
That's a bullshit claim.
it is not a recognized language.
Yeah, and they're saying it's discriminatory against the homeless, and it's like, okay, but homeless people don't need to crack whips outside at children riding bikes.
Yeah.
And then force them into the river.
We've already addressed the common denominator of, hey, they're meth heads. Some
Yeah.
of them, they've attained meth pipes and shit. Not all of them.
Don't do meth, kids. Don't
Yeah.
do meth.
And not having a fixed address means you're homeless. You just probably stay in a community center, but still,
Don't have a whip.
I feel like they have like these small communities of whippersnappers that are like, hey, they're coming to get us. They're coming to get
Someone
us.
said it.
We need to make more whips. Do you think there's an underground whip marketplace
I hope
around,
so.
around the
Black
police
market
line?
whip.
The black market for whips.
Yeah, it's
It's
at the
like-
back of Spencer's.
It's made out of fucking they're
With
like,
the back of Spencer's.
they're made out of like elephant skin. They're like exotic whips.
No, they're
Yeah.
made out of foreskins.
Okay.
Oh
I like that.
no!
Stretchy.
All right.
Oh,
I'm done talking.
hey,
That was all I had.
I got a couple.
That was a good podcast. Oh, you got something?
I got like a couple little tiny more things here.
Let's do it.
One more, at least one more
Let's put a
thing.
cap on this one.
Please.
Whip
it shut.
in
Whip it good.
continuation of a. I don't want to say anything now. I don't want to say anything. I'm good, thank
We
you.
could just end
Sorry.
it there.
No, it's okay.
Sorry, me and Brandon had the same joke.
I'm dead. No, but in continuation with Colton with the new movies, a new Transformers got announced.
Yes.
Yeah,
Rise of the Beast.
Fucking sick.
it
as
looks
fuck.
like Beast Wars from the cartoon
It is.
in
Yeah.
the 90s.
It is. It's Beast Wars.
I'm excited for it. It looks sick. It looks awesome. And it looks Beast Wars.
Prime.
Yeah, I know.
All I have to say is Optimus had goddamn well better be a gigantic gorilla.
Yeah, you saw him.
Knows.
No, in the
They
trailer, he
show
talked
a
to it.
gigantic
Yeah, he
gorilla, but
talked
they
about it.
don't say who it is.
Well, no, in the scene, the gorilla shows up and was like threatening the people, and then Prime shows up, and the gorilla goes, "I'm not the one to worry about Prime," or something like that. Yeah, but he was the gorilla talked to Prime, so the gorilla
Yeah,
not Prime.
by the way, I want to see a gorilla fight.
He'll turn into
Autobot.
Optimus chimpanzee. Just
No, it looks great. The designs of the characters match like the old school characters from like the original characters.
yeah, like
cartoon.
they look like the older trucks and shit.
It's so good. I'm excited for it. I don't know. They brought back Jazz, all right, and Jazz was
My
fucking
life wasn't the same when Jazz got married.
exactly. Man. He was so cool, and then he got ripped in half, and then that was that.
What's cracking, little bitches?
No
That
man.
means that they
broke my
have to
heart
have a
too.
rhinoceros and a cheetah.
Yeah, they showed it.
Yeah,
They showed him on there.
Yeah.
They showed Rhino and a cheetah running along.
Did anybody have
Sweet.
Jazz as a fucking toy?
I had
It's a Jazz pick, right?
I had
I did.
from when the first movie came out. I forget what the Decepticon that was the tank that had like the fucking plows on the
Tankacon.
front. of it.
Oh yeah, I had that one too.
Destroyer, Devastator, or something.
Devastator.
I had
no,
that.
Devastator was the big ass truck.
Pyramid.
Yeah, but I had the
Oh
tank.
yeah, that's right.
Bone
Sorry.
Crusher's the big ass.
Bone Crusher.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But I had the tank, and then I had Optimus Prime, but it was his. It was the version of him when they're like the meteors when they crashed before they found a vehicle.
Oh,
so
yeah.
he transformed into like a fucking metal meteor looking thing, and then
the
like
fuck?
when you untransformed him, it looked like all the Autobots when they first landed.
Like all silver and chromy.
yeah, exactly.
Nice.
It was,
Oh,
it was,
cool.
it was pretty cool. Yeah, that was probably
Dude,
one of my
the
favorite.
first
toys ever.
3 movies are fucking fantastic.
Yep.
So
I had an
Second's goated.
Optimus Prime toy when I was a kid. That had the trailer that folded down, and it had like the cannons on it that would shoot, and he had a backpack that would play sounds and stuff.
Yeah.
That's fucking the magic trailer that appears.
I always loved getting them for the first time and being like, okay, how the
Yeah.
fuck do I do this? It was like a
How to bring it
puzzle.
back. Yeah.
Did you guys ever have the one that turned into a little game console, like a little handheld? I always thought that was the cool one. They had
What?
they had like a transformer that turned into like a pseudo PSP.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I've never
Like it
heard of
wasn't a
this.
functioning game console, but it was like a transformer, and then you.
It was
turn
supposed
into
to
a
look
little
like
handheld.
in the first movie when the Xbox came to life and
Yeah,
shit.
so it's like a little handheld, and then you would
Oh,
transform
the
it back
red
into a
ring
robot.
came on.
yeah, the Xbox, the fucking airbag.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Did that asshole
RC
just hit
cars
my
in the
car?
second movie.
What was it?
I think it was the second movie.
The RC car. No, the first movie, when the cube hit the ground, all the shit started changing
Yeah, it was
around
like-
it.
it was
But
like
no,
the Xbox
I'm
and
talking
all
about
that
the
shit, yeah.
second movie now, like when the RC cars were all there, like the little fucking
Yeah,
sidekick
wheelie.
guy.
okay.
Wheelie. And he starts humping Megan Fox's leg.
Yes.
Now Machine Gun Kelly's doing that.
It's the other way around, actually.
Yeah.
She's like madly in
I was
love
about
with
to
this
say,
dude.
yeah, but she's like, or Machine Gun Kelly's like 6'5" or something like that. So
Yeah.
when he humps her, it's like at her fucking.
Right in her
accurate. It's
esophagus.
very accurate.
Oh,
God.
not the mouth, esophagus. It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. New Transformers. I'm excited for it. It looks great.
Marvel showcased a couple new movies.
Yep.
Guardians of the
Um,
Galaxy 3, they showed the first.
I saw the
look at.
Halloween, the holiday special. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
I
Is it
haven't
good?
seen it
It-
yet. I was about to watch it with Ellie, and then it said PG-14 for intense violence and strong language, and I was like, oh, stepping it up, and I turned something else on.
It was also alright.
I think it was just like some
Martha
action.
gives
Yeah.
Rocket fucking Bucky's arm.
I saw that
my
meme, yeah.
God, yeah. No, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. Man,
Okay.
I don't know if you guys want me to tell like the big plot
No.
about it. If you guys want me to,
I want to watch
I want to
it.
watch
Okay,
it, yeah.
yeah.
I haven't seen it
It's
yet.
pretty cool. No, it's a
Um,
good watch. The trailer for the third one looks sick. Adam Warlock's gonna be in it, which is gonna be even
Oh,
fucking
damn.
cooler.
Okay.
Not Adam
excited for
Wizard?
it. No,
Oh.
Adam Wizard, nor
Still
Adam
waiting.
Sorcerer.
I'm still waiting for the crossover with Deadpool and Venom into Spider-Man now.
Yeah, that's got to be the next Spider-Man movie coming up. That has to be.
Yeah. There's been hints that he might also have Spider-Man in the third one.
Ooh.
That would be fucking cool. That's
That's
already
just
gonna be good.
rumor and hearsay, but it'd be fucking awesome.
For
That would be
sure,
pretty cool.
they have announced the next Fantastic Four and
Yep.
two
The reboot.
additional Avengers movies.
Secret Wars
Sick.
and
Secret
Kang
Wars
Dynasty.
and the Kang Dynasty. That's
Yeah.
the
If
one
you
I'm
haven't seen
excited
Loki,
about.
if you haven't seen Loki, that will help you like get hyped for that for sure.
For what? Kang Dynasty?
Kang Dynasty,
Okay.
yeah.
That's gonna be I don't know if Kang Dynasty will be the first Avengers movies or Secret Wars is.
Fantastic.
It's King
Kang-
Dynasty, and then the Secret Wars is
Okay.
going to be it's the final one that they've shown in the timeline.
Okay,
Correct.
it's gonna be about the scrolls, and I'm excited about it.
I think Fantastic Four deserves a good movie.
That's
Me
going to
too.
be
Yeah.
great, yeah.
I'm excited. I hope it's gonna be a good movie.
Yeah.
I love the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Who's gonna fucking be the? So it's a remake. Yes.
Yeah, it's a-
Okay.
I'm pretty sure
starting
John
over.
Krasinski will still be...
Is that confirmed?
he did it in the other one. I think they...
But that was because they
might-
were in a different timeline.
That was a different timeline.
Yeah.
That was a different
But
universe.
they used the same Benedict Cumberbatch for all the Strangers.
I don't
But
fix
that's
it.
so that was
I'm not
that
Kevin
was
Feige, okay?
timeline consistent though.
That's yeah. Maybe just Doctor Strange just looks the same and it's not the same person.
I don't fucking.
I don't know.
Because there
Is
were a
that
couple of them
They
that were
could,
pretty
they
fucked
could.
up and different.
Yeah,
But then again, in Loki,
They
a lot
only-
of the variants all looked pretty similar
They
as well.
only went to the Benedict Cumberbatch universes. You know,
they
they were like, "Oh, we're gonna go to the other ones that look like this guy. We don't want
alligator,
Spoilers.
alligator Loki.
best one.
It's basically what they're
Sorry.
doing is so by showing like Professor Xavier as Patrick Stewart in the one universe in the Doctor Strange movie.
Yeah.
By doing that, they're saying all of those other X-Men movies that we've seen in the past were part of a different Marvel Universe timeline than what we are currently watching. That's how
And
they
that's fine.
dismissed all of the other movies and stuff that came out in the past. That's what they just did.
Yeah, okay.
That movie and that scene right there dismissed all of the other storylines and story arcs that they've shown and done in the past and allows them to go forward with completely new stuff. But now with Deadpool bringing Wolverine back into it,
Who knows?
yeah.
Could be fucking insane.
That's a whole new.
But they
doorway.
could also end up implementing that the Deadpool that we're currently watching with Ryan Reynolds is a different Marvel Universe Deadpool too.
They better not be.
Damn it, just make it work. I'll
No
give you
one else
money.
can. Absolutely not a soul on earth can do Deadpool now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is the only reason the Deadpool movies were made in the first place.
He's
He
the only
lobbied
one
for
that
those
could do
for
'em.
years to get them made.
Yeah.
Even in the comic books, Deadpool himself said if there were an actor, he'd have Ryan Reynolds be as him.
Wait, really?
Yeah, in the comics, there's a strip. There's like one strip where he says it
That's fucking.
because he's also he's like another big Canadian actor,
Okay.
and
okay.
Deadpool's Canadian.
For sure.
Fun
Fair
fact.
enough. I like it.
Red.
He's a red, eh?
Red.
Maple red, eh? These colors don't bleed.
Did we
Well,
get it
I
covered?
do.
I think we got this week covered.
Yeah.
We did it, boys.
Yeah.
That's an hour and a half.
An hour and 10.
All right.
That's our yeah.
You want to wrap it up there?
Shibbity bop.
You whippersnappers.
Thank you for joining us in the Cobb Brothers podcast this week. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe all of our socials by clicking the link tree and the link down below in the description.
Down
a lot of
below.
It's a lot of links.
That's why we put them on a tree.
So we put it in the tree.
Yeah.
And if you have a whip, god damn it, go whip that
Go
son of a
crack
bitch.
your whip.
Go crack that fucking whip. No, don't do crack though.
Yeah,
no
don't,
crack.
don't tell him to go whip people either.
Film
No, don't whip
yourself
people.
in downtown
Yeah.
Reno cracking your whip and post it with hashtag Cobbros. We want to see
And-
your
Pop whips.
We're not
And my
legally
setup is
responsible.
finally fully complete,
We
so
don't
I will
condone
be
your actions,
starting
but
to
we wanna
stream
see
pretty
it.
regularly now.
There you go.
Holy
Colin's
shit, regularly.
Alchemist streams coming to you soon.
All of my socials are Alchemist Gaming.
Alchemist Gaming.
That's
coming.
A1 Kim First Gaming.
One more time for that people in the back.
We'll have it
A1
down.
Kim First Gaming. Alchemist Gaming. The only one that it's not Alchemist Gaming is Twitch, and it's just Alchemist.
All right, now do it in sign language for people that can't hear. That's
Crack a whip so the homeless know.
yeah.
That was
Whip language.
that was Middle Eastern language. You can't make fun of those guys. They don't like that.
And
I don't
And that's a wrap, folks. Thanks for listening. Have a good night.
You're gonna get scammed.
And that's where we're cutting.
They
right
can
there.
try.
Let's go drop pictures
Nigerian
of the
prince.